Joined now by Limerick manager John Kiely. John, thoughts on that defeat to Cork?
Got off to a pretty decent start, controlled the game in the first half, worked really, really well, had lots of energy about us. We were efficient in the ball, created some good scoring chances, put ourselves in a really good position at half time. We'd be happy with that. Turned around the second half, then we were just that little bit off. We made too many mistakes, too many errors, turned over too much ball, and you can't afford to do that, especially when you're up against a really, really good side, and they punished us when we made mistakes.
What you put that down to early season, kind of not enough hurling done, or?
Listen, it's a combination of factors. Ultimately the opposition put you under pressure and you respond accordingly. And we just didn't cope as well in the second half, as well as we'd like or expect from ourselves. The boys will be disappointed with that aspect of the game. But listen, it's the first game of the league. We'll have to double down this week and get back on the training field and work hard.
Got use of a fair amount of your bench as well. Lads coming on for their league debuts. Must be happy to be able to give the lads a run at this stage of the year.
Yeah, listen. To be fair, when we run lads off the bench, you're looking for an impact. And to be fair, we got some impact off the bench tonight. Whatever way kind of the game panned out, it was just a little bit messy. There was that serious injury in the second half to Robbie O'Flynn, and that broke the rhythm of the second half as well. But listen, we've a lot of work to do. We know that. We'll get on with it now this week, and we'll move on and focus on the game now next Saturday evening.
Injuries, John, you mentioned Robbie O'Flynn's one for Cork there, but any concerns on your own side of things coming off the field there this evening?
Declan has a nasty cut, got a finger, so that's going to take a bit of time, I think. Other than that, I don't think anything too major, to be honest.
Yeah, the first round of the league. What pressure are you putting on players? Not pressure, but what sort of influence that you want them from this time of the year? In terms of league action.
Listen, they're all looking to try and have the best performance that they can and build on that performance from game to game. They'll be happy with aspects of tonight's game, but then again there'll be aspects of the game in the second half that they won't be happy with, and the stats will reflect that. We'll have a look at that during the week. We'll have a look at the clips. We'll pick out areas that we feel we can improve on next week, and we'll go after that for the week.
Barry Murphy lining out at midfield, it's not something we've seen too often, I guess, in a Limerick jersey. Is that something that you've seen maybe between club and county in the last few years? Is it another option for you?
Yeah, listen, Barry has played there with his club. He's really, really good hurler, really good reader to play, minds the ball well. So listen, for him, it's an opportunity, and he worked really, really hard tonight. We
mentioned the young faces being thrown in maybe earlier games in the year, challenge matches and all that is one thing, but to be out in the National League in front of such a large crowd tonight, it was a good testing ground for the likes of Kieran Barry and Donnacha O'Donnell off the bench. Yeah,
listen, and Shane coming on as well. There's a few of them there. They need every minute they can get. They need to make every minute they get count. It'll be a great experience for them to have under their belt, no doubt. But listen, we came here to win the match and we didn't.
Finally, just to ask you about the Fitzgibbon. I know you don't have maybe as many players as you might have 4 or 5 years ago, but there's the balance with players in there, and you're still a big fan of that competition in terms of getting your players out in it.
We've only got a couple of lads involved, Colin O'Neill, Colin Coughlin, Adam English, a couple of lads involved with freshers, which Mary I. So listen, they've the qualifying coming up now next Thursday.